Are you ready?
Agility from the champion. Oh, deep six! That could be it. Delivers this deep six.
Episode number 90. 10 more episodes away from 100. Tommy, how you doing?
Dude, I am doing great, man. Episode 90.
We're at episode 90.
I feel like I comment on it every episode, and I probably can say this every single time that I go back, but that number just keeps growing, man. It seems crazy, where we started around like episode 20 together, episode 30. We've been putting in the work, dude. That's crazy. Somebody asked me when I started the podcast just the other day, and it's like, yeah, man, like middle of 2020.
Yeah.
You think like with basically 2 years ago, like we just had our 2-year show, but like that's kind of weird, dude. Like we've been doing this for a good bit, and man, it's been so much fun, and we've seen some damn good wrestling too.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys that are watching are doing well. So just to let you guys know, before we really jump into it, make sure you share this with your friends. Get them to subscribe.
Hey, I changed my name today.
Team Tom,
because Team Taz. I'm wearing my Adam Cole shirt.
Nice.
Let's get it.
So we are sponsored by Backsports Page. Subscribe now. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube if you're not already. Twitter, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, any audio social media platform that you could even think of. We are on, and we cannot wait. Also, just another announcement to throw at you guys before we get the ball rolling here is we have a t-shirt. We have 3 out. We had the Aftermath with the logo in black, navy blue, gold. Get your shirt on today.
Yes.
www.prowrestlingtees.com. All you got to do is in the search bar, type in the Aftermath Pro Wrestling Podcast and get your shirt now. The gold one, which is my favorite, is actually $4 cheaper. Get the gold one. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. This is
saving money.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm waiting because the shirts are taking like 2 to 3 weeks because of the print and everything. But the first person that gets a shirt and shouts us out on Instagram, you know what?
Social media. Just put it on social media.
Tag us in it. Instagram, tag us. The first person that tags us on any social media platform will get a Pro Wrestling T-shirt on us.
Yeah, you know what? I'll match that. You know what? First person, who gets a shirt, tags us. We'll both get you a shirt. Any pro wrestling T-shirt you want, can't be like a $50 sweatshirt because I gotta save some money. I'm still 24. It's
t-shirts.
T-shirts. Yeah. But hey, man, yep, I'll match you right there. 2 for you get that's 3 T-shirts for the price of 1, and you get to support us. And I mean, we get to show our appreciation for that you're watching our show, and that's a pretty good deal, man. I honestly, does it count for me? Can I buy one? And then I guess in that case I'd be buying myself 2 T-shirts, so I'd probably be at a loss there. But hey, nothing like a more wrestling T-shirts, man. I need more.
So we're gonna jump right into it. I figured we'd get all the advertisement stuff out of the way.
Yeah, dude.
AEW Double or Nothing is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks and it'll be exactly 2 weeks in just 2 hours from now because it'll be Sunday.
Yes.
But we got AEW Dynamite in Vegas. We got Rampage at Vegas 2 days after that. I'll be at all 3 events. I cannot wait.
Man, let me tell you, that day on Sunday, I got the Indy 500 and Double or Nothing. It is I am so excited. It's going to be a darn good day. And you get to be there live, dude. Got the Aftermath Pro Wrestling Podcast live.
Oh, we're going to be live. We're going to be live with the Vegas Strip behind us.
That's awesome.
We're going to be there. I cannot wait. So let's jump right in. Let's jump right in. Let's get the WWE stuff out of the way. So 2 things I really want to hit on really quick last night. Ronda Rousey with her open challenge for this SmackDown Women's champion. She says she wants to be a fighting champion.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like the sound of that because we've only seen her in really pay-per-views. So she doesn't really wrestle much in between pay-per-views. To answer the challenge was Raquel Rodriguez. And let me tell you, what a showing that we got from Raquel last night.
Good match, man.
Great match. And me, you know what? They got to be raving about it backstage. You got to believe that at some point she's going to get another shot. The loss doesn't really hurt her too much because they made sure to make it known to you that it's the second time she's in the ring. And for her to have that banger of a match, the loss doesn't hurt her too much. So what did you think?
It definitely shows, WWE's trust in her. I mean, you're putting her in, Ronda may not be, whether you like her wrestling ability, that's whatever you want to say, but she's the champion. And like they said, this is her second match on the main roster. She's fighting the champion, even if the title wasn't on the line, that's still a big deal. And the fact that, she put in such a great effort, it wasn't a squash match, which we have seen Ronda do. I don't know if you remember, she went through the Riot Squad, like back in her original run. Beat them in like 3 minutes each. And it was, whatever, but it definitely kind of hurt some of the stock with them. But man, this was a really, really good showing. And I applaud WWE as well because, man, it was fresh. Like, it is so hard to get fresh matchups. What I say, it's hard. It's not hard. They just don't give us fresh matchups. And we're getting one here. And it was, for what it was, man, for the first match of these two, and for Raquel having her second big match, her first big one. She needs more, man. She needs more. You said it. She's going to get another shot. And hey, man, put it on a pay-per-view. Like, let's see it. I think she deserves that. That was a damn, let's just be honest. It was a pretty good SmackDown overall. I really enjoyed the show.
Yeah, pretty good show. Another thing I want to talk about really quick is, so Tom, I don't know if you remember, but last week I went on a warpath.
Yes. Oh, I remember
that we weren't going to be getting a unified tag title match. They were going to make it a 6-man and whatever.
But it was a fantastic.
It was a good match.
No, not good. It was.
It was great. No, it was good. Like every wrestler from every match from Backlash, every competitor worked hard. It was fine. So I have no problem with the in-ring. The in-ring was fine. A couple things I could have done away with. I could have done away with Matt.
But we knew that it was. You put those 6 guys in a match, it's going to be good. Like, we knew that. Good. We knew going in, and it really did. It really was great. But continue.
Last night, we see Randy Orton and Riddle show up on SmackDown. They made it known on Monday Night Raw that they were coming to SmackDown to confront the Bloodline, and they made the challenge to the Usos. The Usos accepted. There will be a unification tag title match next Friday on SmackDown. I'm excited because they nixed it and then they brought it back. Maybe the plan all along was to, have it on a SmackDown. I don't know.
Or maybe they're watching the IWC and they're realizing that people were really upset when the report came out that they didn't plan to unify it. Really. Yeah, I mean, it's a good decision.
Yeah, this has to happen. There has to be unification. There's not enough tag teams on each program to justify. How do you call it a division when you have 3 tag teams competing for one set of tag belts on each show? That's not a division.
Yeah, what are the
division
teams
feel more full by unifying the one and make it one tag title?
Like, what are the teams on SmackDown? You got the New Day, you got Sheamus and Butch and the Usos. I mean, is there any other tag team that I'm missing?
No, I don't think so. And then you got Alpha Academy on Raw, RK Bro on Raw, Street Profits on Raw. Viking Raiders are doing some work down in NXT. They're around.
And I guess there's about 8 or 9. And Ilya Dragovich or whatever his name.
Eventually,
if
they decide to go that route.
I just said his name. Fabian Archer, Aichner. Man, I should act like I watch wrestling. I promise I know who I'm talking about.
I did not watch the New Japan Pro Wrestling main event, so I couldn't tell you.
Was it good? Will you tell me? Because I'm considering buying Capital Collision. It's only $20 on Fight, so I'm interested in it. I'm not really into New Japan as much, but I've always wanted to get into it, and I'm telling you, man, that card looks nice. I mean, Will Ospreay, John Moxley, who are the other four? Juice Robinson. And there's another guy, I forget who it is. It's in a fatal 4-way for the IWGP US title.
Oh, by the way, Tommy, you must have been really happy about this. This must have been the main reason why Backlash was the night of your life.
Oh my
God! The way you posted stuff, but
God.
Charlotte losing that belt, you must have been marking out like a fanboy.
Yeah, more than you know, man.
And that was a pretty good storytelling.
You know what? I will say it. I actually really enjoyed that match. I very much enjoyed that match. Like I was ready to use it as my bathroom break and was gonna send like a tweet out at the end and be like, Ronda won. But I sat down and watched it, and it was fun, dude. Like overall it's a good show.
This was about to go through my TV. It was about to go through my TV if Charlotte was to win.
Even though you said that she could, you were
even though she could, but still, I'd be pissed off about it. The loophole was there for Charlotte to win, but
I really did dig the storytelling. I didn't like the. I will say, and this is maybe just me being a nerd, but Ronda Rousey holding those two kendo sticks like she's like Mortal Kombat just looks so weird to me. It looked really dumb, but overall it really was a really good, enjoyable match. Like probably a top 2 Charlotte match in my opinion, up there with her Hell in a Cell with Sasha. But I'll only give her top 2 matches because I don't like her.
For sure. So we're 12 minutes in, and that pretty much wraps up the WWE talk because we covered quite a bit last night. So if you guys want to catch a little bit more in depth of a review of Dynamite and Backlash, that's episode 89 last night. We figured we pump out another episode tonight covering Rampage.
Got to take advantage of the time that I get off, man.
So moving on, let's talk Rampage and the road to AEW, and then we'll call it a night. So we had one of the qualifier matches. Let's start here. Butcher, the Blade, and Mark Quinn versus the Death Triangle. I'm so excited that Ray Phoenix is back, but Butcher and the Blade are the sports entertainers of the week, according to Chris Jericho.
We'll talk about Jericho for a second, but I love that. That's so dumb.
In Kyle O'Reilly. So we see Kyle O'Reilly taking notes on Ray Phoenix during the 6-man tag as they will be facing off this Wednesday. Ray Phoenix against Kyle O'Reilly this Wednesday at Dynamite.
What a match.
Cannot wait. Pac wins with the Black Arrow. Ray Phoenix and Mark Quinn tore the house down.
You know what's crazy, dude? Is like Pac always hits that arrow, green arrow. What is it called? Sorry.
Black Arrow.
Black Arrow. Black Arrow. He always hits it like just so perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing it for about close to 10 years now, the same move. But the interesting that happened is the lights went out, and you see the House of Black in the ring. I'm sorry, lights went out, then the lights went back on. You see House of Black kind of surrounding the Pac's group and what have you, and then the lights went back out, and when they came back on, they were gone. So it's like they appeared, lights went out, lights went on, they appeared, the lights went out again, and the lights went back on, and they were gone. So they're playing mind games. I'm suspecting we're gonna see House of Black against Ray Phoenix, Pac.
And, can they just do something with them?
Like, I think it'd be a banger match.
Oh, I'm sure it would, but I'm just like, I just feel like House of Black's kind of just been doing the same thing every single week. And that's coming from, I love Malachi Black. Like, I think he is a star. I would go on and on about him as in NXT, like as Alistair, but I'm just like I want to see them, progress or get. You know what? AEW has this thing of like giving people their own like specialty matches, like the coffin match and stuff. Give them a crazy match. Let me see what they can come up with.
Yeah, no, for sure. Do like a lights out match or something.
I don't know. I want something. I want
like
something
that.
completely different, like a graveyard match or something. I don't know.
Oh, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, do something
yeah.
cinematic for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it works. I mean,
yeah, if you got good minds backstage, such as Matt Hardy,
exactly.
that can help produce it.
Exactly.
For sure.
That would be good. I want them to start feeling more.
The roster is so crowded right now. There's not a whole lot of time.
Man, and we're getting a Joker.
The main event scene is getting crowded.
Yeah, we're possibly getting people are like, oh, Miro's coming back or whatever. We could probably be getting 2 more additions, to the roster with the Jokers being revealed like this week. Like, man, I love seeing people get their chance and everything, but then you kind of look at AEW from when it started, and even like looking back in the pandemic era, like obviously we're still in the pandemic and all that, but it's weird, dude. Like TH2, like there's some teams that just like are Varsity Blondes, like whatever happened to them, man. They were over in the like COVID era and everything. Like it's just weird to see like all these people come in and like start to get lost. So you kind of hope that
it may not last for long. It may not.
Yeah,
last
you got to
for
hope
long.
the ROH starts to come around here soon.
Yes, ROH will. That would definitely help out with more airtime for sure.
Yeah.
And some of those people that are like kind of not really being used a lot in AEW, it would make sense that they work on the ROH roster.
Oh, like Lance Archer. Lance Archer should be a star, and he's got it, but he just doesn't have the TV time.
Yeah. That's the thing. So that's the problem AEW is kind of running into right now. I mean, they could throw on an extra hour of Rampage. I would not be mad at that. That would help out a lot.
Yeah, and make those TV tapings 5 hours, 4.5 hours.
Yeah, Elevate, and you have Elevation. There's so much nonsense on Elevation. There's a lot of squash matches, so they actually have a lot more airtime. But then if you book that stuff in Elevation, then fans will be missing out. So that's like why I guess they do the squash matches. I don't know, but it is even kind of hard to sit through before Dynamite starts. An hour of squash matches.
Yeah, I've put Dark on a few times, and I got like a best of AEW Dark DVD from the AEW crate or whatever, and it's got some good stuff on it. But no, I know what you mean. It feels like a lot of the times just like, yes, like I get what this show's designed for. Like I get the whole, showcasing young talent, all that stuff. But in the same way, like you gotta use your roster. You can't just be paying people to sit at home, kind of like how WCW did, and that's why you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sean Spears versus Beer Boulder. Sean Spears wins with the C4. He shouted Wardlow, and he gets yelling Wardlow's name. He gets the pin and then attacks Boulder with a chair, and again yelling that he's coming after Wardlow. So that's gonna
he's gonna get murdered next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad for sure. And then right after that match, announced was Mark Sterling and Tony Nese will be in the buy-in versus Danhausen and Hook. So we're getting Hook and Danhausen as at least a tag team that night for the buy-in at Double or Nothing against Mark Sterling and Tony Nese. And Mark Sterling's going to get his butt kicked.
Oh yeah,
Tony Nese, he'll be running for Dodge, I'm sure.
But that's a guy right there, Tony Nese. That's just like he's kind of just, I don't know, floundering, I guess.
Yeah. Moving on, we had Riho versus Ruby Soho. Ruby, a great match. Ruby wins with the Blade Runner. I was a little concerned. I thought maybe Riho had a chance here. Great banger match between the two of them.
Yeah.
But Ruby Soho is moving
on. Indiana, baby. Represent.
Oh, who's Ruby Soho's from Indy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, dude. She got a pop when they came to Indy. Man, she got a hometown pop. It was awesome.
So check this out. Jade Cargill comes out with the baddies, and then Mark Sterling comes from behind, selling that injury with the crutches. I thought pretty funny. So it turns out Sheeta is unable to fight Red Velvet because of the injury. In the next round in the Owen Hart Invitational, so basically. Mark Sterling and Jake Cargill saying that Red Velvet should win by forfeit. But then Tony Schiavone informs Jade Cargill that's not the case, that Red Velvet's spot, that Red Velvet will be going against Sheeta.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Red
Sheeta
Velvet
will
take
be
over.
replaced by Chris Statlander.
Yes.
Yeah, so Chris Statlander is now going to be facing Red Velvet. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see who's going to get the win there.
Yeah. I wonder if Statlander's
and that
in the
match
middle
is
of
next
like
Friday. Jade Cargill versus Chris Statlander.
Oh wait. Cargill? I thought you just said it was.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Did I say no? I'm sorry. Red Velvet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if Statlander's getting a little bit of a push because they just showed off the AEW video game and she was one of the first people shown off. So I'm curious to see if she wins and does something in this tournament. Maybe we see kind of like a Mustafa or a Kofi Kingston kind of push, just out of the blue and boom, win the tournament or whatever.
So check this out. So here is the breakdown. You're gonna like this, Tommy.
Okay.
Check this out. Let's see which one comes first. Okay.
Hey, look at that.
So
that.
This is what we got. So we on the top left hand bracket, we got Kyle Riley versus Ray Phoenix. On the bottom is Samoa Joe versus the Joker. So it kind of makes it a little hard for me to predict with the Joker in there because
I don't think
depending on who wins between Samoa Joe and if I knew who the Joker was, then I could easily maybe try to predict Kyle O'Reilly versus Ray Phoenix.
I still think the Joker goes over just from the fact that Samoa Joe doesn't need to win and he's, the ROH TV champion or whatever. Like he doesn't, it's not going to bother him it's not going to, ruin his career if he doesn't win. Like he's got a title.
Who do you think the Joker's going to be?
I am stuck between Cesaro and Miro. Man, it's
Miro,
tough.
Really, Miro.
Do you bring him back and Miro? I mean, Miro would be the guy who wins that side of the bracket for sure. He'd beat Kyle O'Reilly or Ray Phoenix, and then I mean, that's a good push, but also, I mean, Cesaro is Cesaro. Like, who wouldn't want to see Cesaro come back?
It's been rumored for a while that maybe we could see Johnny Gargano.
I did hear that. I don't know. I
think if a guy like Johnny Gargano, maybe Miro, one of those two would probably win this left-hand side of the bracket.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I think that honestly, I do think the Joker, whoever it is, ends up winning that side.
Yeah. And then you got Adam Mccoll versus Jeff Hardy on the right-hand side. Who do you book there to win? I don't think it hurts Jeff Hardy if he takes a loss.
Correct. But man, after that match that he had with Darby,
more.
I just think some people are kind of getting tired of Adam Cole as much. Just because he's been having like this kind of, not the same match, but you know what you're getting yourself into with an Adam Cole match, and he's been doing it a lot more frequently than when he did with Undisputed Era, because he'd have his cronies back him up. But I mean, I love Adam Cole. I'm wearing his shirt right now. Like, I wonder if they're doing something with Hardy from the fact that he beat Darby, and obviously Darby is considered one of the four pillars of the company, but
yeah.
I mean, that was such a damn good match. Like, do you have him upset Adam Cole? Like, because Adam Cole's kind of in his own little thing with, the whole Jericho Appreciation Society, and like, I guess not them because that's Blackpool, but like, I still think that match is going to happen, but he's having the issues with the Young Bucks and Red Dragon, so. I don't know, man. That's a tough call. If I had, had to think about it, I'd probably say Adam Cole, but we'll see.
And
It
now
should be a good match. It should
we
be a
got
really
on the
good match.
women's side. Let's make sure I correct that right. Okay, cool. So on the women's side, this is what we got: Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter. On the top left, Toni Storm won, so she's gonna get the winner of Britt Baker versus the Joker. So this Wednesday coming up is a wild card Wednesday on Dynamite, which I cannot wait. So I mean, Gargano's wife,
Candice LeRae.
thank you, was rumored to be a possibility of being the Joker too for the women. So
Is that legally possible? Because she just left.
Yeah, she's about. I'm pretty sure they ran their course their time as far as not be close.
That's weird though, because I know she just got.
Let me see, Athena maybe. Okay.
I've heard she's not taking indie, or I've heard she's not. She wants to work on the indies a little bit.
It might be a smoke screen though.
Yeah, that's true.
It might be a smoke screen because she still would have been in WWE had she not, she still would have been doing everything in WWE. Why not? So we now know that Red Velvet. I'm sorry, Ruby Soho on the top right hand corner beats Riho.
Yeah.
So then we're getting Red Velvet versus Statlander. I have a feeling Red Velvet gets the win here.
Okay.
And then Ruby Soho goes to the finals to satisfy the right hand side.
Okay.
The Joker on both brackets are kind of throwing me off a little bit because if there were no Jokers and if I knew exactly who they were, I'd be able to predict this a lot easier.
Correct. That's the fun of it.
Yeah, so I'm not really too sure. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get like Britt Baker against Ruby Soho.
That'll be a good match.
Toni Storm, maybe.
Hey man, I love my girl Toni Storm, so she's my pick. I'm gonna root for her, and I'd love to see her and Ruby get it. But I still think depending how Red Velvet, because Red Velvet's over too, man. The baddies are in right now. I'm digging it, but depending on how that match goes, I think it'll be a better indicator of who I want to pick. But yeah, I'm gonna go with either Ruby or Toni.
I think after Wednesday happens, I'll have a better idea.
Correct, which is obviously there's gonna be less people in the tournament by then on both sides, but it would make it easier once we actually know who the Jokers are. If it's gonna be if it's somebody from like New Japan, yeah, they probably won't make a difference in the tournament. It'll just be like a cheap pop or whatever. If it's somebody like Cesaro or somebody like Miro or something like, or like you said, like Candice LeRae, like, okay, that changes things because that's a big debut and that's a big person that is going to earn a spot on the roster for a reason. Like, you're going to want to showcase them. So it'll be interesting.
So for those of you guys that are watching, thank you so much. We are working our way to the main event of AEW, but just as a reminder, we talked about at the top of the show. Make sure you guys are subscribed and share this with your friends. It helps us out a lot.
Yes.
And then also, don't forget, we get your shirt. We are on ProWrestlingTees.com for our debut t-shirts with the Aftermath logo that you see right on the screen in the right-hand corner. With black shirt, navy blue, or gold. And,
I've been doing this pointing thing for like every episode, man, and I swear I still can't get it. I'm so bad at it.
I'm horrible. I had
it's
to,
awful,
figure
dude.
Out, which way to go?
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, exactly. I'm like, and then you trying to like line it up and everything. Sorry, I completely threw off what you were saying about the t-shirts and everything, but
yes, you guys all need to get one. You guys all need to. Mine is already in the mail. I cannot wait to wear it and sport it on the podcast.
Yeah, man. And then that's the thing
is on the way, just about to go in the mail. I'm hoping to get it right before AEW Double or Nothing. But it's already been purchased.
Best thing is if you buy a shirt, it'll be in the mail, and then there'll also be 2 other shirts of your choice that'll be in the mail coming to you. So that's 3 shirts
for the first person
2 3.
posts on social media that they got a shirt from us with their new shirt, we will make sure to get your information and send you a shirt of your choice, a t-shirt, not a hoodie, a t-shirt of your choice.
Yeah, man, come on. I don't make that much money. I need to. I can't be going broke. But we will showcase our appreciation for you y'all checking out the podcast, man. We love doing stuff like this, and we're excited, man. Like I'm glad that like we're on Pro Wrestling Tees, dude. Like that's cool, man. Like that's really cool, dude.
That's cool.
We got our own T-shirt. We're about 10 episodes away from episode 100, dude. Like we're on the road, man. It's been a fun ride, but we got to keep going.
We are in season 3.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Yep. TNT Championship, the main event. The main event of Rampage, featuring the TNT champion Scorpio Sky defending against Kazarian. A little bit of backstory is that Kazarian gave up his spot as he was a contender. Kazarian gave up his spot to Scorpio Sky so he could challenge Sammy Guevara. Scorpio Sky owed Kazarian one, and Scorpio Sky going on and talking about how he's going to be a man of honor and keep his word, and defend against Paige. We're not happy about that by any means. And Scorpio, and we we thought there was whatchamacallit, dissension. So anyhow,
there was rumors of a Scorpio Sky face turn.
So
presiding this,
we see Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara looking on to begin the match. So they're out there.
So boring. They're so boring.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if the duo is really doing it for me, but I don't know. Dan Lambert comes out to distract the ref, and Ethan Page knocks Kazarian with the title to towards the end of the match. They were having a pretty good match. With the match that they had on Dynamite. I'm sorry, Rampage, with the 15 minutes they had. Sky appears to have so basically this ends up leading to Scorpio Sky winning the match. Sky appears to have no idea that this happened because Sky was actually choked out at one point.
Yeah.
So Sky was being choked out at one point, and Ethan Page hits Kazarian as Dan Lambert's distracting the ref. So Sky had no clue. So Sky hits. So basically, Kazarian gets hit by Ethan Page with the belt. Sky hits his finishing move once he wakes up. Hits Kazarian with the TKO. So the way it progresses to the end is Kazarian points out to Sky that his partner Paige had hit him, and then with Paige and Sky appear to get heated because Sky wanted to defend the belt with honor.
Yeah,
and, to defend it against Sky with honor and fair. He didn't really want the guys out there. So there, and then all of a sudden, you see Ethan Page and Sky nose to nose getting heated, and then Sky turns around and hits his former partner Kazarian with the
so
belt.
Much for that face turn. It's gone.
Knocks Kazarian down, and then we see Sammy Guevara come in with the save. One would expect that we'll probably see Sammy and Kazarian against Ethan Page and Sky. That's just a foretelling. It hasn't been announced or anything, but I can kind of see that.
If it was at Double or Nothing, I wouldn't be upset with it. If it's on Dynamite, I would probably be a little upset with it.
It definitely won't be a next week's Dynamite, but maybe it could be the week of Vegas. Let me see. We got a comment here. They've been trying to make Sky their white meat babyface to be a face of AEW since inception. The fans just see. Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, it's a work in progress. Sky is still
he's good, man. I like him.
He's good. We know that, but not many people really knew of Sky, so it takes time.
Yeah.
I didn't know of Scorpio Sky before AEW even started.
Yeah.
So, but anyhow, that pretty much wraps up Rampage. Now, next week on Dynamite, we are getting Ray Phoenix versus Kyle O'Reilly. So I'm very excited about that. Wardlow must take 10 lashes. So he has to survive that to get to the next week. So whatever stipulation
That's a
that
steel cage with
so I think that's steel cage.
with
Wardlow
Spears.
against Spears.
With
With
MJF
MJF
is
the referee.
You got to get it all in there.
So that would be Dynamite in Vegas.
Correct.
And then we're gonna see Hangman Page versus Kanasuke. Takashita with CM Punk on commentary. I can tell you right now, Adam Page is gonna try to do CM Punk's finishing move with CM Punk looking on. Let's just say
that would be kind of funny. That would be pretty good.
Happen because it happened the opposite happened with CM Punk doing Adam Page's move.
Yeah.
So on this past Wednesday, so we'll see Jericho and Regal face to face on Dynamite. So we're gonna get awesome promo there. You never know; they might get a little physicality because last week Regal knocked down Jericho.
Yes. Jericho's on the run of his career. I think he has been killing it recently.
And then we're going to get, which I believe is going to be the main event, Adam Cole versus Jeff Hardy. It's going to be a great match. I'm leaning towards Adam Cole winning, maybe.
Wait, is Samoa Joe and the Joker not next week too?
Samoa Joe and the Joker is next week too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be on the Dynamite or Rampage, but that should be happening next week too. But there's a lot. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of good wrestling next week, man.
Yeah, next week and then the week after, we are on the final stretch to AEW Dynamite. In the midst of all this, WWE is building into Hell in a Cell, so I got to keep an eye on that. But
did you get a chance to see that Clash at the what is it? Clash of the Castle?
UK,
Did you get a chance to see that poster?
No, I didn't.
Dude, it looks pretty darn cool, man.
Really?
It looks really good. I'm telling you, dude. I think it's gonna be a show. Like I truly believe that's gonna be one of the best pay-per-views we've seen in a long time. I will stand by that.
I'm calling it right now. I mean, listen, I could be wrong because I'm just looking at it from a fan standpoint. We don't have any insider information, at least not yet. But I'm calling it right now that Gunther is going to be built up for the next couple months. And then the night after SummerSlam, Roman Reigns is going to come out once again saying he's ran out of challengers and he's smashed them all. And then out comes Gunther to challenge Roman Reigns. And at the same time, we get a face turn out of him. You have 3-4 months to build this. It would be like a Lex Luger of 93. Lex Luger randomly comes in wearing red, white, and blue, body slams Yokozuna, face turn. So I have a feeling.
Take a look at this poster, and I think your mind will be different. I think you're.
Oh, don't even tell me. Drew McIntyre.
Yep. I'm telling you, why are you so upset about that? 92 Bulldog, man. The crowd is gonna go crazy.
We've seen this before. They got it. You cannot waste a Roman loss on a Drew McIntyre. Or you gotta build a new star here.
I disagree. I think we talked about this last time, and then I disagree. But you gotta build
the new star because it's coming to the point. Roman hasn't lost a match from 2019. Yeah. So the person that he loses to is gonna get a major rub from this. And then there's rumors of Roman taking a break for a while. I don't know what's happening right now.
He's taking a 10-week break.
Is that official? He was on SmackDown.
I think he's taking a 10-week break. From what I've read.
So anyhow, so that's happening. I don't see Roman Reigns losing this before the 2-year mark for sure. He's gonna go 730 days as champion minimum before he loses his title for sure.
Wouldn't that put him at where would that put him? That would
put him at 365 times 2 be 730.
Well, yeah. But where would that around? Did he win it at SummerSlam?
He won it I think he won it at SummerSlam. Yeah.
Or did he just show up? That feels like so long ago.
He won it at SummerSlam. I think it was SummerSlam.
Okay. So so it'd be around 2 years, and then the pay-per-view's in September. So you could leave. You could lose it.
Yeah, I'm saying like he can lose it anytime after the 2-year mark. So the 2-year mark will be like right around August. So when September comes around, Labor Day weekend, it'll already be just past the 2-year mark.
Correct.
So he can lose it any time after that.
Lose it to Drew McIntyre.
I hope not. I hope not. It's got to be somebody new. It's got to be somebody new. This is the problem with WWE. You got to build new stars. You got because once Roman Reigns goes away, there's going to be a huge void because Roman Reigns. Many people won't admit it, but Roman Reigns is basically the how do I say it? The special attraction that WWE has right now.
Yeah.
There's no other special attractions going on right now.
Yeah, no, there's definitely not. That's but no, I don't know, man. I think Drew having a run with the fans there, I think you'll have a different opinion. That's just how I feel about it. He did carry the company, man. He really did carry the company during the COVID era. Exactly. See, we got some smart. I'm telling you, I'm just awful. We got some smart people here.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That wraps up episode 90. We will be back here next week talking more AEW. I'm going to try to squeeze in the show Wednesday night if I can, Friday night, Saturday night. I'm going to try to squeeze as many shows as we possibly can.
Yes.
Because there's just a lot of content going on right now, especially with AEW. But the week after, we'll fill you guys in on when we'll be live, because I will be on the 3-hour time difference from Tommy. It'll be 3 hours earlier for me.
I also work.
Yeah, so we're gonna
figure that. Yeah, we're gonna have fun trying to figure it out.
We will figure that all out. A pre-show will be pretty easy to schedule. But as far as the post-show goes, we'll let you guys know. We'll figure all that out. We also have Gage at our disposal, and Joe and Jack and Jill and what have you. But anyway, I cannot wait. Thank you so much for watching with us, Yellow Boy.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you. But yes, we will be back with you guys next week. And we look forward to seeing you guys and catch you guys later. Tommy, you have an awesome week.
Hey, you as well, man.
Catch you later. Enjoy that Rangers Penguins game tomorrow.
Oh, I'm excited for it, man. I'm about to go watch Edmonton and LA right now.
I'm gonna throw that on for a little bit.
It's gonna be a good game, man.
For sure. We'll talk about it next time. I'll catch you later, everybody.
Sounds
you
good.
Guys all have a good night.
From the champion.